Well, good morning. It's still barely morning. It's 11:57. And BJ and Joe Hondo out and about on the recumbents. And we're this is still technically the Midland Trail, but we're going out of Colorado Springs and into Manitou Springs. Let's see if we can get through here. Oh, it's in pretty good shape today. Not bad. Yeah, when the water flows real good, this thing gets flooded out pretty fast. So I don't think much of underpasses. Coming up! I much prefer bridges. And Joe's back there. Yeah, so we haven't been to Manitou in a while. Been just all the other places a lot. So yeah, today's the day after Christmas, December 26th. Howdy.
No, we waited by school, huh?
Yes. And so we're finally getting on a ride. Our last ride was like Monday. And here it is, Friday. But yeah, we hope you all had a great Christmas season. And I know technically it's not over with yet, but we had a good time. We spent good family time this Christmas. Been a while since we done that. We spent Christmas Eve with my brother's one of my brother's daughter's family and her in-laws, and then we just had a real nice Christmas day. My brother came over and we went up to the Black Bear Diner here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and had a really good prime rib dinner. But Bob had breakfast instead, and I gotta tell you, I'm thinking seriously about maybe doing breakfast next time. His breakfast looked almost better than my prime rib dinner. Oh, they did some new signage over here. Yeah, big fancy sign now, big letters, and before it was kind of old and ugly. And so now we're into Manitou officially. So now we're on the Creek Walk Trail. But if you look, oh no, they took that middle and out of there. Manitou said, "This is all ours." But looks like they've got a lot of their trail art up and going again. They had it's like where those metal posts are right there. And so they don't have one there. They got a name, but they don't have somebody stole it or something maybe. That's always a possibility, I'm sure. But yeah, this is the high school baseball and soccer lacrosse field kind of thing. They've done so much clearing out here. This little area over here used to be really dense forest. You couldn't see in there at all. And they had a big old ugly fence up, and they took all that out. It was pretty good. Almost giving it a natural area type look, So yeah, like I said, hope you all had a great Christmas. Today's Friday the 26th, and we're just out for a ride. We've had fantastic weather through almost all of December this year, which is just really rare. I mean, it may not snow that much, but it's usually quite cold, and it hasn't been. It's been very nicely warm. Today is going to be drop a few degrees though. Yesterday it was like 70 degrees yesterday, but today's only supposed to be light 60s. We got some runners here, so we'll... Howdy? Good. Have a good day.
You too.
Some more of the trail art. Well, that's not trail art. That's doggy bags. This is Fields Park right here. They have a little... they got a playground and they got courts. Hello.
Hello there.
And yeah, I think they've been changed to pickleball courts. Everything here has been changed to pickleball courts. I don't think there are any more actual tennis courts in town. I know over in the main park in Colorado Springs, Memorial Park, I know that they used to have a tennis center. So maybe that's about the only place in the Springs anymore that you can that they've still got the original markings for tennis. And I got the creek right down here. Okay. Nobody coming this way. Swing way out here. Morning.
Morning.
All right. Guy out with his little kid. There's some more of the art. And this is also a disc golf practice course. That's what I call it. You can see the disc golf baskets here. It's not an actual disc golf course because it doesn't have any tees. Basically, the tees on a disc golf course are either hard packed dirt or cement, areas, to give you room to throw your disc. But yeah, no, it's a very, very nice day. Got a little bit chilly though because we had to put on the jackets and the long sleeves, and we've got the glove liners in the regular gloves, not the winter weight stuff, but fall weight, I guess you'd call it. There's a little more trail art here. Nobody behind us. So. But yeah, like I said, this is the Creek Walk Trail in Manitou Springs. And for our longtime subscribers, you guys have seen plenty of this. But we still really do appreciate you hanging around. We're hoping... Sorry, I didn't get a good enough grip on my selfie stick handle here. I don't know why they make them out of slick plastic. You would think they'd make the handles textured so you'd have better grip. But all their stuff's slick handled. So okay, got to kick up on the e-assist here from level 1 to level 2 because we got a big old long, fairly steep uphill here. But what's amazing though is it's not very busy today. I think I could probably count the number of bikes we've run in for the whole ride, on both hands. And usually I need both hands, feet times 4 on this particular ride we're doing today. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. A little bit cloudy, kind of high clouds. And then it's supposed to be mid-60s. Or not mid, but low 60s Fahrenheit. Okay. Thank you. That's the Manitou Springs swimming pool right there. Up. I did a bunch of artwork Nice. Birds. All types of birds. Oh, it's like they smoothed this out a little bit. Nice. They try. You know, I mean, these things, you know, the ground moves, I guess, and that makes the concrete pad a little unlevel in places. This is Schreiber Park right here. Might stop on the way back, take a couple of photos. But so this is section 3 of the trail, and it's probably about 2 years old now. And this will take you up to Mayfair Drive. And then section 4, which is actually kind of short. They didn't go as far as they needed to go because they had some problem with the zoning. So you just kind of have to get on a sidewalk or jump into the road for just a little bit. But we'll go ahead and take you all the way there to the end, and then we'll turn around. So basically this one ends just not too far from the you know, like a half a block south, I guess it would be. No, east, about a half a block east of the Manitou Springs Chamber of Commerce building. Got some art here on the wall. If you're ever on this trail and you know you want a place to stop for, you know, for like a, you know, a bag of lunch or something, this little area right here, which is just on the other side of the creek from the visitor center, is really a nice place to stop. And the visitor center is cool. You know, you can use the restrooms or whatever, you know, whatever you need. They never complain. Okay, so now we're going to head for the newest section, which would be section 4 of this trail. It's not very scenic though, because most of it goes right along Manitou Avenue. Okay, so this is the new section. They have a dirt creek path down there. That's where I was hoping they would make this trail. But they, people in Manitou decided they wanted the trail to stay El Natural, which I can understand that. But there's a pretty good view of Pikes Peak up there. Mount Manitou. Mount Manitou is actually a tall foothill. It's not actually a mountain. But yeah, so you know, this won't take you all the way to downtown Colorado Springs. I mean downtown Manitou Springs, but it will get you considerably closer than you used to be able to do, and you don't have to use the street. We're not going to go into Manitou Springs itself on a holiday, on a holiday week and a Friday. Probably not a good idea. It'll be really crowded and really hard to deal with. But yeah, as usual, thanks for coming along. or at least following, checking out the video. We really do appreciate that. We're going to try really hard. Got an access way here down to the creek path. But we're going to try really hard to get out and get somewhere else this summer. Right now we're looking at, we were hoping to be able to go to Pennsylvania and stop in Iowa and do the High Trestle Bridge, but I don't think that's going to be financially possible. There was a source of money we were waiting for, and it's not going to come, so that kind of hurt us. But we're thinking seriously about going to... we could make it up to the Grand Tetons in Wyoming easily in a day, and we could... they have a trail around Jenny Lake, which is the big lake there. It's probably not a long killer, but I think it's in the 20-mile range, and the views look absolutely stunning. So this is more of the art. Manitou Springs is very artsy. Yeah, it's an artsy community. But you can see, we're not far from downtown now. Basically, about once you get around that corner down there, where everybody stopped at the light, that's, you're starting into real downtown. So this does get you a lot closer. And like I said, you can either jump out in the street here or do what we're doing today, because nobody's here. And jump onto the sidewalk. Okay. Well, I was hoping when they did this that they would make this so this would go all the way in through the park and over to the other side, but they're not doing that because that's part of the natural trail. So that's probably about as far as we're going to get. Got a bus here. I think we're going to try get ahead of it. Okay. But what we will do is we'll take you over to Seven Springs Park. And we'll shut this part of the video down from there. This is their version of Memorial Park. They actually have several parks here in Manitou Springs. They're very, they're very good about parks and that kind of thing. Got a little bit of rough pavement here. So yeah, we'll go check out the springs here. Ooh, nice truck. Nice. Okay, yeah. So we'll take you up here since there's nobody's here right at the moment. Won't be getting anybody's way. This is one of the natural mineral springs. And it looks like they have yeah, you can see there. That's natural spring water, and they have a little stage area and everything. I'm going to have to back up, and I didn't tell Joe. And she's going to go, where's that idiot going? I don't think you can get out over there, Joe. It's like a little arena. Okay. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. Okay, there we go. Whee! Okay. We've got a little gazebo here. You can check out and rest. And well, I guess they did have a sidewalk out of here. So, hey, we're going to go up here and check this out. Because I ain't been up here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I said, got a little amphitheater here. And that's the inside of the gazebo. My wife's wondering where the hell her husband is going. That's okay. Keeps her guessing. Yeah, got nice areas over here. Like I said, it's a good little park. That's right. Round and round, and where we go, where we stop, nobody knows. Okay. Well, I'm going to take you over here to the visitor center, and that's going to be the end of our tour of Manitou. Because this is Lover's Lane here. Yes, I'm serious. That's the name of the street, is Lover's Lane. And it will take you into downtown if you want to go back that way. Which, if you're on a bike, it's not a bad idea because it keeps you out of the heavy traffic. But they even have a town trolley stop over here during the summer months. So, yeah. All right. So this is the Manitou Springs Visitor Center. And they do have restrooms here. Okay. All right. Well. All right. BJ and Joe Hondo out and about on the Recumbents. We'll get back to you. Bye. Okay, we're back. Yeah. We're back now on the Pikes Peak Greenway. We're heading over to the Rock Island. And then we'll pick up Shooks off the Rock Island and go down to a little coffee place called Stir, S-T-I-R. Get us some iced tea. And that'll be our ending point for the day. Right now we're on the Pop Cycle Bridge. Kind of show you this here. The artwork. Make sure nobody's coming here. No, they look good. Okay. Yeah, I said. So we'll let you guys know that, like I said, we got some weather coming up tomorrow, which is Saturday. It's supposed to be another warmish day, but possibility of really high winds. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen or not, but that is a possibility, they say. So sorry about that face shot there. Howdy. Couldn't get my hand out of the way of my face. All right. Okay, so oh boy, don't do that. Okay, so now we're coming off the Greenway and onto the Rock Island. This is the Rock Island connector part of the Rock Island. Howdy. Have a good one. And yeah, it's still not real late. It's only 1:36, so we thought we'd go ahead and catch an iced tea, because if the wind's really high tomorrow, we won't ride. I mean, yes, we can ride in high wind, and we have, but thank you. It's not a lot of fun. You get that sand blowing in your face and all that other stuff, And Joe and I have had some on and off sinus problems, over the last month, because it's been so dry. The only bad thing about it being dry is that it doesn't kill off any of the germs. That guy's climbing the big hill there, boy. He's got some strong legs. I'd either have to go back to my old triple chain wheel, which was a low gear of a 2240, or I'd have to go up to like level 3 on the I could do level 2, and that would get me up the hill. Level 3 would get me up a little quicker. But yeah, so like I said, right now we're on the Rock Island connector. This is the trail that's literally right behind our apartment complex, and it is a good connector because it connects you to the connects you to the Pikes Peak Greenway, and it also connects you to Shooks Run, and then to the main trunk of the Rock Island, which will go all the way to its current ending at Powers Boulevard. Lots of talk about, going underneath Powers and extending the Rock Island heading east, because there is another portion of the Rock Island that's way out east, out in the prairie, out past Falcon. And I don't know how far it actually goes out of Falcon, but quite a ways, I think. But it's it's a pure dirt trail. It's not it is a wide trail, so you could call it a rail trail, but it's 100% dirt. Probably have a lot of stickers, because we have goat head thorns here and stuff. So may not be the best place for a recumbent trike. Howdy. Although, I'm sure the trike could do it because it's flat, or a slight rolling hill at best. Okay, I got to kick this up so Joe can kick hers up, so she doesn't run me over totally. Coming through. But yeah, so thanks for checking out the video. And you know, if you guys got bad weather and you're on your trainer, or you know, you've got one of those Sportcraft tricycle rollers set up, please feel free to use our video as a you know, something that make it so you're not just sitting there looking at nothing. Okay, so now we've come off the Rock Island onto the northern part of the Shooks Run Trail, most northern part of the Shooks Run Trail. This is where it starts, in the northern part. And right now it goes all the way down to just past Fountain Boulevard on a railroad trestle bridge. And sadly, that's where that dead ends. Someday they will, they're working on it right now, but a lot of complications in land ownership, I guess. But they're going to be hooking that up to the Pikes Peak Greenway, you know, headed south. And that'll finish off because this is the most northern part of the Legacy Loop Trail. That's what they call it. It's a small trail. It's only a 10-mile trail if you do the whole thing. It'd be if they ever get in that extension to go underneath Las Vegas Street and underneath the railroad trestle, and then over to the Pikes Peak Greenway, wherever they're gonna hook that in, then yeah, that would be great. Because then you probably get, you know, 12 miles out of it. But it'd be a nice loop. It's a nice loop around the whole city, you know, the whole older part of the city. All right. Well, we're just about over to Stir rather. I don't know why I call it Steer. That's S-T-E-E-R. This is S-T-I-R. It's Stir, as in stir coffee. Or stir stick, you know. But yeah, this is where we're going to end it. So, hey, from BJ and Joe Ondo, out and about on the Recumbents. Again, thanks for coming along. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Subscribe to this video, thank you. And we really would appreciate it. All right, we're going to cruise in right here at their bike rack. We got the restaurant right there. Okay. Oh, there she is. I have to move over here. Okay. So, until we come together next time, my friends, happy trails. Bye.